So in the first part, we're going to see how to get 100 subscribers per day on your email list. So your problem might be that you're not getting enough new subscribers every day to your list. And again, the number of new subscribers per day is, to me, the number one health indicator of an online business. And it's funny because people think, oh, it's like the number one indicator is how big is their list. But if you have a list that's not getting new leads, it's gonna grow old, it's gonna grow cold, and it's gonna become less and less responsive, because the leads have like like a time, a deadline, an expiration date, I could say. So if you're not getting any new leads, then your business is gonna go down little by little, slowly. Okay, so it's the very first question I ask when I ask a business owner about his business. I'm gonna be like, how many new leads are you getting per day? And then the second question is gonna be, how big is your email list? Just to get a feel of how long he's been doing it, where he's at. But yeah, the number one indicator is how many new leads are you getting per day. And I can tell you that in my business, that's the number one indicator. So the solution to this is to have a maximum points of entry onto your list, and 2, to optimize these entry points. Okay, so step 1, you should open an account with an autoresponder like System.io. So System.io is the software that we use to manage our entire business online. We have over 8,000 active customers worldwide. So we have many customers from the US, from Australia, from the UK, but then customers from the French-speaking countries as well, and even in other markets like Brazil, Italy, Germany. So for technical help, you should join the Facebook group. You can reach out to our customer support. We answer 7 days a week, usually under 2 hours. So, don't worry, we're here to help. So open an account on an autoresponder. You can get a free account with System.io. I'll add a link below this video. You can just click the link, open your free account, and start using it. There is no time limit, no need to enter any credit card detail. Just, sign up for a free account and you can start building your online business. So the second step is to define your value proposition. Why should people give you their email address? And the mistake that we often see on blog is subscribe to my email list, and no one wants to subscribe to your email list. So think about something that would help your target customer. Can be a PDF, can be a video, can be some audio, can be a free course by email, can be a free course, a free video course, free audio course. I mean, the format doesn't matter that much. The most important is the promise, okay? It's what results are you promising with this free, freebie, this lead magnet, right? There are several words to describe this. So it's a freebie, it's a lead magnet. That's something that you offer for free in exchange of an email address. So a formula that works well is how to get some benefit without problem, like how to quit smoking without feeling the need to smoke. This one is a bit lame, but like how to quit smoking without feeling the need to smoke. It's not well written, it should be better. How to quit smoking without feeling without, I don't know how to describe it best in English, but like how to sell high ticket offers without coming across as a salesperson, stuff like that. So that's a formula that works well. You can, 7 steps to get some desired results And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can take your best blog post and save it as a PDF. That's what I did on my blog about learning English. It's funny, like I was attending a conference in the US, and I had this blog that I had started as a side business for, I don't know, maybe a year. And I was wondering what to use as a lead magnet. And on stage, the guy was, hey, you can just use, you take a blog post, you save it in a Word document, and you export it as a PDF. I was like, this is brilliant, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this till I get a better idea. And I did just that. It took me, I don't know, like half an hour, like very little time. And the funny thing is that it's been running for years. Like I never changed it. It was just working. Okay. I literally took one of my blog posts. So I wrote just the first blog post, and then I had writers writing blog posts. I don't remember if I was my first blog post or a different one. But, the title was appealing, was compelling. And I just turned it into a PDF, and that's what I was offering on my blog, and it worked perfect. So then you should create as many points of entry to your email list as possible. So squeeze pages are great, right? I'm gonna give you some example of squeeze pages in System.io. You can create a squeeze page very easily. You just go to funnels, create a new funnel, and then you have different templates you can choose from, or you can start from scratch, and then you can just add a funnel step. That's a squeeze page, all right? And we have many templates. So a squeeze page, it's a page where you can just, as a visitor, you can only enter your email address and opt in, or that's the only action you can take. And because that's the only action that visitors can take, they're very efficient. Like if you look at the blog, the conversion rate is going to be like from 1 to 5% maximum. It means that out of 100 visitors on this blog, you're going to get 1 to 5 opt-ins to the email list. Okay, so that's what it is for most of the time. But on a squeeze page, the conversion rate is going to be closer to 50%. So you compare 1 to 5% on a like classic blog with 50% on a squeeze page. So it could be less, it could be more. On average, with the organic traffic, so natural traffic is going to be around 50%. With paid traffic, it can be less, usually around 20%. But it means that if you have a squeeze page, where you offer something of value, can be a free course, can be a free PDF, whatever. When you send 100 visitors to this page, you're gonna get like 20 to 50 opt-ins to your email list. Okay, so keep the promise simple. I can tell you that I've done some split tests, and a short, easy to understand sentence that provides a clear benefit will always win over a promise that's too long, too complicated. Avoid like smart plays with words, stuff like that. Don't try to be smart, just get right to the point. Make it short, make it crystal clear, easy to understand, providing a clear benefit. And you can create squeeze pages with System.io in just a few clicks. So I would recommend you to have several squeeze pages, right? To have several promises, because if someone is not interested in the promise of your first squeeze page, then maybe he's going to be interested in the promise of your second squeeze page. So that's how you're going to increase your conversion rate by having different squeeze pages with different promises. So the design is not going to matter much. You can have a very similar design, but you should have different squeeze pages with different promises. So on your blog, the pop-up form is the most efficient way to convert visitors into email opt-ins. You can create pop-up forms with System.io. Then you can put a form at the top and bottom of your blog post. So the best way to get leads is to add a form right below the blog post title. So before the first word of the blog post, and it can sound a little bit, like over the top, but I can tell you that back in the days I was monetizing my blog with AdSense, Google AdSense, and I found out, me and with other bloggers, buddies of mine, that when you were putting an ad right at the beginning of the blog post, you were getting high CTRs, because people would literally find my page in Google, click in the search result, land on my blog post, see the ad, click on it, and then leave my website. So for me, it was a nice way to monetize pages from my blog that were not really relevant with my main topic. So yeah, it's a quick tip that you can use. So you can expect to convert 1 to 5% of the visitors into email subscribers. Then you have the YouTube videos. So you can have a call to action at the end of the video, plus a link to a squeeze page in the video description. That's how most YouTubers do it. And then it's the same, like below your video, don't hesitate to have different call to actions with different squeeze pages, so you will get better conversions. So out of 100 video views, you will get more email subscribers. So in my YouTube channel, I was converting 2% of my views into subscribers to my newsletter. So this is a bit funny. So because I wasn't really good at YouTube, I think it's not easy to have success with your YouTube channel. It depends on many things. Some of them, they're not under your control. Like, for example, if you're doing like videos facing camera, then if you're younger, it's better. If you're good looking, it's better, and you cannot really control that. So it depends on many things. Not easy. I wasn't very successful, but still I was getting, I don't know, like maybe, so I think that I was making I think that I was making 2,000 email opt-ins per month from my YouTube channel, and I was making $4 with each email opt-in. So I was making $8,000 per month on autopilot with my YouTube channel. Okay, so with my web marketing business, where I was selling online courses about digital marketing in the French market. Okay, so $8,000 on autopilot from my YouTube videos. So on Instagram, in your bio, so you're allowed to put just a link in your bio. So what people do is that usually they use a tool like Linktree, but on System.io we have a template that will allow you to do exactly the same. So you can have a link to your page built with System.io, where you will have different links sending people to different free offers of yours, like different squeeze pages, different whatever. Okay, so on my blog about learning English, I did something a bit crazy. So I had a pop-up that you couldn't close. So that was really extreme. So I got the idea by going on websites like LinkedIn, where they force you to sign up for an account so you can get access to someone's profile on LinkedIn, right? So I was like, okay, let's try the same on my blog. And that's a feature that we have on System.io actually. That's a little bit unique, like because it's a little bit extreme, where you can actually create a pop-up form that users cannot close. And my my pop-up form was saying something like, sign up to get access to this blog post, and people could enter their email address. And I did that, and in like overnight, the number of leads per day on my blog went from 60 per day to 120 per day. So it's funny because we actually really measured the results with my team, and we found out that by doing this, each lead on average was worth less, but since I was getting twice as many leads, it was profitable, and on average we were making we were making 30 to 50% more on autopilot. So by forcing people to opting into our email list. So I'm not telling you this to tell you to do it. I'm telling you this so you know that it exists. It's possible. Some big companies do it, like LinkedIn, and I did it and it worked, but it's a little bit extreme. Then if you do this, you should make sure that you're cleaning your email list on a very regular basis. So that's something that I was not doing back in the days. I was very lazy when it comes to cleaning my email list. I was feeling that it didn't matter much. Now that I actually own a company that sends emails on behalf of our customers, and we get issues with email deliverability, and I learned so much more about the technical side. I know how important it is to clean your email list. So we clean our email list once per week. I delete about 5,000 email leads. I mean, it sounds crazy when you think about it. Like every 7 days, I literally delete 5,000 contacts. But I know it's important to keep our open rates above 20%. And it's very important for email deliverability. So today we send I think that we send, with my own account, we send about 4 million emails per month. And in total, we send over 50 million emails for all our customers at System.io. Okay, so you have another way you can create a quiz. So that's a feature that we have with System.io. It's pretty cool. You can actually add quizzes to your squeeze pages so that you can ask a set of questions, and at the end you're like, okay, enter your email address to get the results. So because people have committed to answering the questions, they will be more likely to enter their email address. So it's saying possible soon with System.io. It's actually it's been done. That's one of the features that we have at System.io. So then you can use, of course, Facebook ads. I'm not gonna expand more on that. You have some affiliate marketplaces. So actually we have a marketplace at System.io where you can post your offers. And what I suggest you to do is to publish your tripwire offers on System.io. So on the marketplace. So like, for example, some offers for very low price, like $7, so that affiliates can promote them. So you get like very qualified leads. Okay, I know some marketers. I was in a call with Dan Locke, and it's interesting because he told me that it doesn't do like lead magnets anymore. He just sells some low ticket offers, or low ticket, I don't know exactly how much it is, maybe I don't know, $7, 17, 27. But he was getting he told me he was getting about like 300 qualified leads per day, like customers. So he was getting a lot of leads, and that's a great way to build your email list. And what you can do is that you can actually publish your tripwire offer on the System.io marketplace, make it at a very small price so that it's a great offer, and you pay 100% commission to your affiliates. Okay, so my advice to start is to create a squeeze page. If you have a blog, add forms to your blog, especially a pop-up form. Add a form to each one of your blog posts. And if you have a YouTube channel, add a call to action and a link to a squeeze page in each video description. If you do Instagram, then add a link to your bio to a squeeze page or to a page like kind of like Linktree style. Okay. So then the next step is to optimize the points of entry with split test. So with System.io, you can actually split test two versions of the same page to find the one that converts better. The goal is obviously to optimize your conversion. The first thing you should test, that's the promise. Okay, I told you that's the most important thing. That's your headline. That's your promise. That's the result that you're promising. So in practice, because you have the theory, but entrepreneurship is about being pragmatic, and I think that's one of the reasons why many beginners don't do much, is because they want to do it perfect. They want to follow the theory, when actually growing a business, it's all about being pragmatic, cutting corners, making choices, and it's about making things, but also about not making things and making choices, So I can tell you that doing split tests require a lot of discipline. So your priority should be to start creating squeeze pages, adding forms to your blog. You will get results a lot faster. And then in the long run, you can run split tests, but I'm telling you I think that split tests are way overrated in the web marketing community. I mean, it's great, but practically speaking, you have better things to do, especially if you're starting out. And even us, with quite a big company today, we're not running many split tests. I mean, maybe because I've run, not all the time, but quite a few over the years or whatever. But yeah, you should really focus on creating more entry points to your email list, and to start checking the number of new subscribers to your email list every day. Okay, you can only optimize what you can measure. So just make sure that you know how many leads you're getting per day. And honestly, you can start making a living from your email list with as little as 3 to 5 new subscribers per day. One of my customers, as a business coach, had a blog about fitness, and we started working together. He was making, I think it was $1,000 per month, and he was getting 3 to 5 new opt-ins per day. And I told him, I was like, hey, it's not gonna be easy, And after 3 months, he sent me an email saying that he doubled his revenue, and he was so happy, and he was gonna quit his job and start making a living full-time with his online business. And that's what he did. And today, he runs his own business. He lives in the countryside, and yeah, he's doing great. So that's it for the first part. Now let's dive to the second part, where we're gonna see how to convert those new leads into customers on autopilot.